Today we're talking about a game called Blazing Beaks on the Nintendo Switch. $1.99, that's a deal. Now, it does have story mode, but story mode is only for 2 players. I've got 4 people in my family that want to play a game, so tournament mode is where it's at. So we picked this tournament where you throw a spear. We each pick our character. I am the brown platypus in this situation. My wife is the mallard, and my youngest daughter is the chicken, and my oldest daughter is the bluebird right there, the blue parrot, whatever that is. So in this situation with the spears, you get to throw 1 spear, and you can either pick up your own spear again, or you can throw a spear that's been thrown at you. So if you look at the very top, it shows you how many lives that you have. I'm the brown platypus. I currently have 4. Basically, everybody has 4 lives right now. If you hit someone with a spear, it takes away one of their hearts. So as we progress through the game, usually as a family, we are all screaming at each other and running around. But right now, I am just doing commentary on this very first game, and then I will get them in here to talk us through what's going on in the game. So we chose to do 5 rounds, and we chose how many hearts that you had. You could choose to do 3 rounds, you could choose to have 10 hearts, but now it's a battle between the brown platypus and the blue parrot, and there are 2 spears left. And, there, she got me, and so she picks up the spear she just hit me with. She throws again. Nah! So part of my strategy is to get it as quick as possible, throw it, and get the one that they just threw at you, and it did not work. So before we go on, please like and subscribe to the channel, and let's make it through the end of the video because I'm going to be talking about all the different game modes. Let's get going with the family commentary. Alright, so I've got my kids in here. We're waiting for the round to start, and here we go. So I want to take my wife out first because she is the mallard, so I have to prove my prowess and take her out first. But she's hiding in the corner, and
I end up, I think, killing my mom on accident. I usually try to leave her alone because she's not as into this game as we are, so I try to keep her in as long as possible. But the auto aim always ends up aiming at her, and I'm like, no, he's trying to kill my dad!
Well, I'm dead here. Because I'm the guy trying to record and play at the same time, I'm dying. I'm usually one of the top finishers, but during this round, I did pretty terrible. I'm the first one out. I'm the poor little brown platypus over there to the right. But one of the strategies is either hide and wait for the other 2 people to fight it out, or like I was saying before, I wait for them to throw a spear at me, I throw mine, and then I pick up their own spear. And one of the other things that you can't really see, every once in a while you see like a puff of little white smoke appear and the person moves over like 5 feet. That is like a dash, and so you also can try to run away from people with the dash. So that game.
Dashing, once you get to the end where there's like 2 people left and one person has more hearts than you, dashing is like your best friend because you can dodge all those. Take theirs and then shoot it back at them.
It is super fast paced though, as you can see. And we're gonna look at some of the other game modes that this spear one actually slows it down a little bit because some of the other game modes, all the different ammunitions are firing all over the place and bouncing all over the place. It makes it hard just to keep track of yourself. So my poor mallard wife is in the right. She is down for the count. And let's see. Estelle has 2 hearts. I have 2. And the blue
I have 3.
bird has 3.
Yes.
They're dueling it out up top. I'm trying to. Am I dead already?
Yep.
So these 2 are just like running away from each other.
We were dancing.
I'm just like, come on, do something, fight. They're both screaming at each other. Oh, they both hit each other that time. Yeah. Oh.
Yes.
Sammy wins. Alright, so here you can adjust how many hearts that you have. We decided that we wanted to keep it around 5. That was good. And you could have 3 rounds, 5 rounds right here, 10 rounds. I think we should just keep it around 3 to 5. And this one, basically what we're doing is, I think you all start with the same gun at the beginning. So I think they have like wands that shoot fireballs right here. And then different weapons are delivered. So there's a weapon delivered. So what you have to worry about is it explodes when the box is delivered. So sometimes you run to get the weapon and it explodes on you and takes out some of your hearts because you're running too quick to get the special weapon. But there's other weapons being delivered here, so you don't want to get stuck with the original wand that only shoots one fireball at a time. Stella has the laser gun, and that is a major advantage, and she just took me out.
In that game, Stella kept getting all like the good weapons. So she had the one that was ricocheting off all the walls, and I walked over there and just like died instantly. It was horrible. I was like, what's going on?
She got this one. What did she get? Oh, that's a double fireball. Everybody has fireball wand. She has double fireball right here. She likes to get all the weapons. Oh, she got the laser again.
She got the good weapons again.
Ah! Ooh, I got the void, but I have so little hearts that I'm dead. That thing shoots little bouncing like black holes that kill everybody. Alright. There's different versions of the game, and we're just trying to show you a couple of different things, and sometimes we just forget. This is a one-shot. That puff of smoke is like a one-shot, and it takes away like 5 hearts.
I got the special gun, and then I got destroyed by the crate.
But you have to be really close to people to get that one. So here's a different one where each player starts basically with a randomly chosen weapon. Let's see how this one goes. Do we all have the same one? We all have the same one. So this one changes every time, right?
Yeah.
Alright. So this one, every time a new round starts, everybody has a different random weapon. That other one, everybody had the same fireball wand at the beginning, and the weapons were dropped in. Are weapons dropped in? It doesn't look like weapons are dropped in.
No, not
So everybody starts the same weird random weapon. And there's so many different weapons in this game. That just mixes it up. Every board is just randomly generated, so that's the roguelike element of it. So every board is randomly generated. As you can see, there's some bushes that always appear, and you can blow away the bushes. So you see how the bushes just are there. You can hide behind the bushes, or you can shoot the bushes to make them go away. But there's also rocks. This board was really hard because this is a poison gas, so you could shoot the wall, and you can actually do damage to yourself. So the poison gas can actually damage you. I had to watch this a couple times to see if that was actually happening. In a lot of games,
this is the worst one. I did not like this weapon at all because I shot into the bushes to try and get rid of them, and I ended up taking away one of my hearts. And I was like, what? No!
Yeah, that's not usually a thing in games. Usually your own weapon doesn't hurt you, but I saw that is a thing. They both killed each other in the gas right there. So Bluebird is dominating right now in this round.
Not dominating. I was only beating her by 1 point.
This one is tough. Look, everybody's shooting like grenades that explode. I don't know how I stay alive as long as I did. I kind of just was spinning in circles. I'm dead already, so I don't know what I'm talking about.
I was hiding.
And so Chicken is a Chicken versus Bluebird right here.
Yes.
So they're both shooting. Look at how it just destroys the whole screen and puts craters everywhere. That game's over. Alright. Oh, this one everybody has a one-shot thing. It's like the puff cloud. So I was trying to time it perfectly, and I didn't. And Sammy destroyed me.
Got it.
Alright, what's the weapon in this one? Is this fireballs again? Oh, this one was terrible. So it's a rocket launcher, and I shot the wall at the very beginning and took 2 of my own hearts.
Yeah, the explosion can take you out.
The explosion destroys you. But this game is super fun. We're always yelling at each other. Let's see if there's a different game mode. Now, this one's completely random. It chooses the games for you. So we started off with spears. We played like multiple rounds of this, so you understand how spears work. So I'm kind of fast-forwarding through spears for you. But we've chosen a random tournament mode, and this is where the game really shines. This tournament mode is awesome for 4-player. The story mode is really good, and but you can only do 2 players, and I have 2 kids that I want to play with, so we just started playing tournament mode, and we love it. We love that they're super quick games, and you just jump right into them and play, and there's multiple different weapons, so it doesn't get old because the weapons appear, and you're like, what's happening here? So what's this one here? No, it's not spears. Everybody starts the same random weapon. And then there are just so many different weapons. It just never gets old. And you figure out real quick how does the weapon work, and then you start doing it. You hide behind the bushes. I'm gonna take out Stella. I'm trying to figure this out. I think she gets me in this one right here. Oop, I got her. All right. I got lucky. All right, so it looks like everybody's starting with the same random weapon. Let's see if weapons actually get dropped in this time. Ooh, we're all starting with like this special dagger weapon. Shoots like 3 daggers at a time. They do 2 damage. Okay. Ah, you got me. That time you got me, Stella. So, and then this one is everybody starts with that little wand. I bet the boxes are gonna drop in.
No. This is the one where when you hurt somebody, you drop a
Oh,
heart.
you drop a heart. That's right, so you can collect hearts. So someone could hit you and you lose a heart and you collect the hearts. So that was kind of interesting. So even if someone shoots you, you can pick up your heart again. So the whole point is to make it so they drop all of their hearts, but you can just keep picking up the hearts. And so it's kind of interesting. It adds like an interesting dynamic to it. Stella is going to take me out because she has the special. She keeps taking the special ones, but I think she's killing herself because she keeps going to the boxes when they explode. Now she has her grenade launcher. Did you get me? Oh, I actually won last second there. Don't say it like it's a surprise. Again, story mode is only 2 players. So I want to give a special shout out to my patrons, Summer and Mike and Deputy Dunn. I have 2 patrons helping me out on Patreon. I'll put a link down in the description. Please like and subscribe to the channel. We do different game reviews. We do science experiments that you can do with the kiddos at home. And check out some of my other videos. I'm sure you will find something that you like. Thanks a lot for joining me today, and my kiddos were here, and we just like making these videos and sharing them with you. And always remember, keep science awesome.